guys, well good morning. Today we're going to do our warm-up. You're going to see our yoga mat is here. We are going to do a dynamic warm-up similar to what we did last time. We're really going to focus on our hips and loosening up through the hamstrings. So we are going to start standing, and I welcome you to stand at the back of the mat. It's okay that you have your shoes on there. Good stuff. We're just going to go ahead and separate those feet about hip distance apart. So a good gauge of hip distance is 2 fists together, and you don't have to do it, but just kind of a good gauge. And then they would go right in between your arches. So it's basically right there. It's usually a little bit more narrow than we think it is. So once you've found that hip distance apart, go ahead and stand up nice and tall. Draw those shoulders up towards those ears, and then circle them down your back. We'll do that just a couple more times. Shoulders draw up. More here. Draw those shoulders up. Press those shoulders down. Last one. Good, and rest. From here, we're just going to take those hands right up front of the chest. We're going to take a bend into the knees. We're just going to scoop air in and up. Reach the arms up and overhead. Just stretch the body long. And again, we'll bend through those knees. We'll draw those hands down, scoop and round through the spine. Big exhales, we reach high to the sky. Good, 2 more times. And we circle down. As the birds reach up high to the sky. This time we interlace our fingers. Turn the palms up towards the sky. Press those hands nice and high. And now let's take our hands over to the left. You're going to reach your hands over to the left. Really stretching out through the side of your right body. Those hands back up. And we'll take them across to our right, stretching out through the left side of our body. Relax the neck, relax the shoulders. The feet come back up, you're standing. Reach those arms up one last time. You can bring your gaze up towards the sky if that feels okay on your neck. And at this time, relax your jaw by saying, ah. Let it go. Good. On an inhale, we root to rise, chin over chest, and release. Wonderful work. So we're going to actually turn our toes out a little bit here, guys. You want a good base of support. Soft bend, active stance into those knees. Never hard lock with the joint, right? Heels heavy, toes are light. From here, we're going to draw our hands up to our cactus. We'll start with a nice chest opener. So pressing the elbows back, spread the fingertips wide. Good. So we want our elbows in line with our shoulders. We want space between the collarbones here. So we really want to open things up here. And drop the elbows down just a wee bit. Good. Deepening that stretch. Good. Take a big full breath in here. Now on the exhale, just rotate the palms down towards the ground. And we reach those arms up like you're pressing the backs of the hands towards the back. And we press down, forming up through that shoulder joint. And we reach it up. Open, open, open. Now squeeze those hands nice and tight. And open nice and wide. 4 times like this. We squeeze. And we open. Good. 2 more times. We squeeze those hands tight, tight, tight. And open. Last one. We squeeze those hands nice and tight. And we open. And we release those arms down. Beautiful work. Shake out those shoulders. Good work. We're going to start with some gentle rotation. So we're going to just kind of gently warm up through the spine. So we'll draw our hands towards our hips. So those hands are right on the front of the hip points, and we're just going to gently rotate with a little shift in our pelvis from right to left. And we're trying to learn to disassociate a little bit. So what that means is we're primarily moving from the core here. We don't want a whole big movement through the legs, right? We're trying to keep the rest of the body stable. And we're learning how to work the body independently here. Good. And start to loosen up. Start to bring it a little bit bigger, a little bit more rotation, relaxing through the shoulders, keeping the chest open and proud. Wonderful work. This time we'll take those hands across the chest. We did this last time, guys. We're going to take a little pitch forward. Think about sending that booty back just a little bit. Relax the shoulders. And now, since we've warmed up a little bit through that rotation, we're going to add a little bit more. So we're going to lead with that front elbow. We're going to rotate. Gaze comes with it. Now we're going to lead with the back elbow. Gaze goes with it. And we rotate. Take your time with this one and start to feel how the core has to engage to get that rotation to work. Come back to your center. Release the arms. Now what I want you to do is start to get loosey-goosey here. So we want to hinge forward from the hips as much as you can. You don't have to reach for the mat. You can let your body start to hang heavy here. Go ahead and grab opposite elbows. We're going to take this to a pendulum swing. So dropping the head, the neck, the shoulders, we just drop our elbows over to our right foot and over to our left foot. And just swinging from side to side to our right and our left. Beautiful. Now hold here. Relax your hands. Bring those hands as close to the mat as you feel comfortable. You can go all the way straight. If not, work on keeping a nice flat back. Lengthen out through the crown of the head. Take a big full breath in. And on the exhale, pull the belly button in towards the spine. We're going to rise that chin to chest. Roll, roll, roll. Use the core. Spine lengthens. Yes, tall like a tower. Relax your shoulders down your back. Beautiful work. We'll keep tabs on time here, guys. So let's get to the hips and the hamstrings a little bit. So we'll bring our feet up again, hip distance apart, keep this hip in between. And we're going to step our left foot forward. Mary, you step your left foot forward. Beautiful. We're in a lunge position. Might be a little bit unstable, of course, which is totally fine. You can bring your back knee down at any point in time. From here, we're just going to take an active bend into both knees. So we're going to bend through our front knee, we're going to bend through our back leg, and then we're going to come back up to our big standing posture. Hands can be wherever helps you with your balance, whether it's the hips, whether it's the heart. Extend them down in a key position. Kind of that old wives' challenge, you can hold on to your earlobes, and that's supposed to help. I think the big key is look at something that's stable and not moving. That'll help with balance as well. Good. And let's go for 2 more here, just bending into that front leg and the back leg. And last time we come down, we lift back up. Now both legs are staying straight. Drop that back heel. So both legs are straight here. Good. Now from here, I want you to bring your hands to your hips. And we're going to slightly hinge forward until we start to feel a stretch. Good stuff. And as you start to progress, guys, you can always bring your hands a little closer down. We could also use any kind of prop, whether it's a book, a yoga block, a training chair, to help us kind of get that stability as well. And go ahead and very slowly take your time to come back up and standing. Make sure you have your balance first. Good. Set your back. Or vice versa, whatever we had forward. Left foot back this time. All right. So we're square to the hips. Now if you found you're really wobbly last time, guys, go ahead and separate your feet a little bit more, like the railroad track, as opposed to one foot. Let's start with those lunges. So here we go. Hands to the hips, so wherever gives you stability. We bend into the front knee, we bend into the back leg. Yeah, and we root to rise, come up to standing, squeeze the glutes. Very nice. Bending through that front knee. Make sure that knee swing over the ankle, not out past those toes, guys. Stay healthy for years to come. Good. Heavy heel, light toe, coming down, tall like a tower. Breathe out of that left leg down. And we stand up nice and tall. Now we're going to stay straight with those legs. Press your back heel down towards the ground. And stand. And there we go. And forward. Leave with the heart. Once you find stability, go ahead and bring that back foot. Let's take that forward orientation here. So we're going to come back up high. And release that forward. And reach forward to the toe. And then long hips. Now from here, keep your back flat. Draw your hand to the front of your shin. So the legs are straight, the arms are straight. You're pressing your hips backward. Really pressing those hands towards the shins, giving that opposing force here. And you release those hands down. One final not comfortable getting down on the mat, again, we'll help you get back up. We'll do a little inner thigh, and then we will send you on your way. So let's take our time coming down on the mat, however you need to get. However you need to get there, make it your own. You get extra points for creativity, huh? All right, so we're gonna take it to a cobbler. Here, guys, is we're gonna try to bring the soles of our feet, so the flat of the feet together. Ha! Yes, and you can take those feet out as far as you need them to go here. All right, so once you've found that position, go ahead and make it comfortable for you. So go ahead and slide those feet as much as you need to be able to sit here and sit up nice and tall. Good. The elbows are just nice and wide. The back is flat, sit tall, proud chest. And now let's breathe out as we lean forward. Roll the body all the way up. Get excited. You get to extend those legs out long. This is where you're going to see how tight those hip flexors and hamstrings are. So what I want you to do is really sit up on those sits bones, the two bony parts of the booty. Separate those feet about hip width apart once again. Good. We'll reach those arms up high to the sky, keeping those legs as straight as you possibly can, and then hinge forward, reach down. All the way up. Good work, guys. Go ahead and plant those hands behind your hips. We're going to finish with a little figure 4 stretch. So we're going to take that left leg, bend at the knee, and we'll cross it over our right thigh. And when you feel like you've had a deep enough stretch, go ahead and roll back very carefully. Exit the stretch. And now let's switch. We bring that right ankle across the left thigh. If anybody had any hip or joint replacements, we usually say no crossing at the midline. So a good kind of option would be to just step that foot down and give it a little stretch that way. You guys have good range of motion there. We'll be ready to do this advanced next week. Yep. Jim's in. Good. And release that foot down. Awesome work, guys. Find a comfortable seat for you, whatever that means. But you have to sit up nice and tall. Find that beautiful posture. Take one more big breath in. And with the exhale, just feel it. Bring those hands down towards the heart center. I wish you guys a great lesson this morning. Thanks for joining me.